Welcome back to National Report as we take a live look right now in Nashville, Tennessee. This is courtesy of our EarthCam. Thank you to everyone in Tennessee who's tuning in, especially those folks in Nashville as we get our day started here on this Tuesday. We're showing you Nashville because that is one of the destinations for Taylor Swift's upcoming concert tour. And then there's this. The Justice Department says it's investigating Live Nation, which is Ticketmaster's parent company, after all the chaos fans experienced when trying to buy these Taylor Swift concert tickets. The DOJ is specifically looking at alleged antitrust concerns surrounding Live Nation. Our next guest is one of several state attorneys general assisting with the investigation. Ticketmaster has canceled the general public sale of the Taylor Swift era tour tickets, citing high demand and insufficient inventory. Jonathan Skrmetti is the Tennessee AG. AG, welcome. Thanks for coming on National Report. I know Tennessee, Nevada, and Pennsylvania are looking into what happened with Ticketmaster. Can you give us an update on the initial findings of your investigation?
Sure, Emma, and thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
So we're taking an initial look at this. We've gotten a number of complaints, and people are pretty worked up about it. We're starting to look at just the really basic stuff about what representations were made by the company and where the company failed to follow through on those representations. We're also looking at the market situation and trying to figure out what competition is out there, what market share Ticketmaster has, and exactly how that's impacted the quality of services that they're delivering, as well as the price.
So it sounds like you've got some people reaching out to your office. You know it's bad when you've got Swifties reaching out to the AG's office saying, I cannot get a ticket. Can you tell me what people were experiencing as they were trying to support maybe one of their favorite artists?
Sure. So our understanding from a number of very animated complainants is there was an elaborate process to get a verified fan number that would give people not a guarantee, but an opportunity to buy one of these early release preferred tickets. And so there are a lot of Taylor Swift fans out there. A lot of people jumped through hoops for hours to get this number, got in the queue, and the site melted down. There were people who talked about being kicked off, people who had tickets in the cart that would disappear. Just the kind of basic technical problems that we all encounter from time to time with computers. But the issue here is, there were promises made that this was going to be a streamlined, fan-oriented operation. We're not sure what the basis for those promises was and what the company did to prepare for what they had to know was going to be a very, very aggressive buying effort by fans. Mm-hmm. And, you know, this is a repeat player. Ticketmaster is under a consent decree. There have been problems going back years. We've heard from fans of other bands and performers. The BTS fans, the K-pop band, are very worked up about Ticketmaster. Harry Styles fans. So it's an ongoing problem, and it's not the biggest case in the world. I mean, we understand there are other important things out there to look at, but when businesses make promises to customers, it's the job of the state attorneys general to make sure they follow through.
You want to hold them accountable. I get that. And also, if you look at the resale values, I mean, those prices are outrageous for fans who weren't able to go through Ticketmaster. Yeah. You know, this is drawing backlash from fans, I guess, across the political aisle. We've heard from Democratic Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez tweeting this. She said, daily reminder that Ticketmaster is a monopoly. Its merger with Live Nation should never have been approved, and they need to be reined in. Break them up. AG, what do you think about this call from the Congresswoman?
So first of all, I think it's sometimes a little scary when you agree with people you don't expect to agree with. And second, I think antitrust is a very fact-intensive area. I'm not saying the companies shouldn't be broken up, but there's a lot of work that needs to go in to develop that, if that is the case. And it may well not be the case. This may well be something that's resolved through other means. But it's got to be resolved. This is a problem that's been making people's lives difficult for a long time. And, you know, maybe in the past there was more of a reflexive, whatever businesses do is okay attitude from the Republican Party. But we recognize, you know, consumers need to be treated fairly. Companies shouldn't be able to abuse their customers just because there's no competition in the market. And I think it's a bipartisan concern, certainly among the attorneys general. Everybody wants to be sure their people are taken care of. Everybody wants to be sure their people are treated fairly. And if there's a company out there that is lying to people, that's not coming through with the promises it makes, or that's abusing its market dominance, then there has to be accountability. I think we can all agree on that.
Absolutely. Can we end on this? Just your advice to folks and fans who are desperately trying to get a ticket and can't do so right now?
Well, it's hard. I mean, there aren't enough tickets. There's huge demand out there, and there are going to be people who don't get tickets. And I know there are a lot of parents out there with children who are very disappointed, and they were hoping to be able to give the tickets to their kids. At the end of the day, it's a bummer to miss a concert. It's not the end of the world. Everybody just wants a fair chance. And I think if people had a fair chance, we're all able to deal with adversity in our lives. But if there's somebody responsible for stripping us of an opportunity that we should have to at least have that fair chance, there's got to be accountability.
All right. We'll check in with you because I want an update on this story. I know we got a lot of Swift fans out there. Tennessee AG Jonathan Skrmetti, thank you, sir, for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.